And away we go. Yeah, nobody watching. Oh, there you go. Okay, we'll talk to the TikTok. Hey Mike, how are you getting on? Morning, Neil. Hey, Robert. Hey, Hattie. John, how you doing? Good to see you all. I hope you're all having a nice early Tuesday morning or afternoon, depending on where you're based. Looking for the curl up and the break of the $250 here. What we want. Right, we're now all in. $23 on the ass, 24 on the ass, 25 on the ass, now 24 on the bid, 23 on the bid, 25 on the ass. That's what we're looking for. 22 on the ass, 24 on the ass. Come on, give us a 25 on the ass. That's what we're looking. There's 26. There's can we get? Okay. Take half off, and we'll ride the rest. 320 is our exit. Ah, well, you know, that's done there. It's back down where the VWAP is. So the stock of the moment is Silo Pharmaceutical. We're already over goal on the small account now. First candle breaks a new low, we'll get out, or 320, whichever comes first. There we go. Yeah, get out there. First candle breaks a new low. There we go. 230, that's a beautiful start to the day. Small account, not traded the small account since Wednesday last week. So I had 2 sick days and then a no trade day yesterday on the small account. So it's great to actually start growing it again. Starting today with just under 1750. We've just had two trades, averaging a little over $100 a trade. So good start. We're over goal. Gold today was $175. It's going all the way back to the whole $1.03, which is where the VWAP is. It'll be interesting for a VWAP bounce, but I don't fancy it. This for me was it popped up initially when it popped up. It looked a bit weak, up like kind of 280 to 285, and I called that out in the Discord. Was it Dave called this out in the Discord, and I'm like, look, it's got a good catalyst. The volume's coming in. Just wait for the confirmation. So the confirmation, we got this next move up, retest, then the break of highs here. That was your confirmation. The increase in volume, the break of new highs. And that's when I got in here, was able to take profits here, then the pullback, break of new highs, got in again, took profits here, and then as it started to pull back, I just got out for the rest. So it's not clean, Calvus. I'll go with you on that one. It's not clean. FWBI was nice and clean first thing. So if we look at FWBI. First thing, let's pull this back a little bit so you can actually see this. This was very clean move. So we got this initial pop up at 7 a.m. or whatever, pullback, consolidation, and then it started to make its move up again. Then we got a nice little bit of consolidation, bit of a flat top formation. So I got in for the breakout of that flat top there, took some profits, added back to the position there. It did pull back a little bit, but I added it on its way back up, took some more profits as it pulled back, and then got back in for the breakout and out there, and as it started to break new lows. First candle breaks a new low is get out pre-market. So that was fairly clean. So that was 167 across those 2 entries there on FWBI, so first wave biopharma, and just over $60 on Silo as well. So nice start to the morning. $130 in total for a small account challenge. Can't grumble at that. This is the small account, Calvus, absolutely. Now we just wait for the next one. So I really, if I'm true to my word, I should lock this down now. The small account, move over to the main account, move over goal, kind of get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. That's the mantra. So I might actually do that, but we'll see. Switch over onto the main account in a second. If there's nothing else that is. I'm kind of locked between $2 and $3.50 really, $2 to $3.50, and over $5 with leverage. So $5 to $15 with leverage on the small account. That's really what I'm the range that I'm looking at with. So there's a gap there of $3.50 to $4 and below $2 that I'm not touching, and over $15 I'm not touching. So break at 250. That last breakout around kind of 745, 750. Yeah. You're probably better off. You probably should be thankful for that one, Calvus, actually, because if you got filled at 250, you might have ended up adding to the position, or because it only went up to what, 260 something, and that was kind of the last big move up. So the next move, 255. If it gets up back over 255, that could be. Let's. I'm talking about this because I'm looking at it on the other screen. It's better if I talk about it on this screen, isn't it? So FWBI. So I got in here for this break here. We got up to 250. I think it was like 244, 246 or something like that. I'll tell you, 247. I got in 247, and I got it up at the top. But if I was on my main account, I probably would have added for the curl up and the move through the three quarter. The test of the three quarter, but the break of 250, it only went up to 266, so you had that 16 cent range to make your money. So it might have been a blessing in disguise. Now we've got 255 is the next kind of bit of a W pattern there, so 255 kind of the next breakout level for the retest of highs. Okay, that's no problem. If you're not adding, if you're not scaling into positions, that's okay as well. I mean, scalping is a valid strategy. Yeah, the 220 was exactly where I got in there, Calvus. That was my entry. My first entry was 220. And this initial pop up, we got a bit of a flat top formation, and then I got in at 220. That was my first entry, and that got me over $100 on the first move, and then this one got me the rest. So yeah. I've seen the CPI data, and what are my thoughts? Well, to be fair, the CPI data it's not really affected. I think the markets are priced in. So if you look at the SPY, for example, the CPI data dropped here at the bottom of the hour, and I think the markets are pretty much priced it in. So we've not really seen much movement. It's as estimated. So we're looking at core CPI year over year, 5.3 versus the 5.3 estimate. It is down on the previous month, which was 5.5. The core CPI month over month was 0.4% versus the 4.4% estimate, which is 0.4% the month previous. So it's exactly as expected. No surprises on the CPI data. A positive reaction to the CPI data, and we'll see the fourth consecutive bullish day in a row on the markets. So far, we've had 3 in a row, and this could be number 4. So we'll see. Do I always try to start trading at 7 for the pre-market, Brandon? No. So when I'm ready, I'm able to trade from 7:30. Actually, I need to try and. I've not taken any trades from 7, but I believe I'm able to trade from 7. So if there's an opportunity I can take it from 7:30. If I don't have to be ready at 7:30. If I'm not ready, then I'm not trading. Sometimes I'll sit down and it'll be like, you know, 1:15 or something like that my time. 15 minutes before I start the live stream. Occasionally I'll be late for the live stream and I'll have to get it all set up for no trading. So I like to kind of sit down, have a cup of tea and reassess the market, start building my watch list before I'm able to take a trade, so I can actually have something to look at before I'm taking a trade. So yeah. What were my share sizes on SWBI? 500, 250, 500 and 250. So I lumped in with 500 shares and then scaled out and then scaled back in again with 250 shares at a time. Where did I get in and out of silo? I thought I just covered that, but we can look at it again. So, FWBI, I got it for. So just rehashing my two trades so far this morning. My first entry was here for the breakout. You'll scroll back a little bit here. We had the initial pop up, then the consolidation. Pop up, it did break new highs, but then it just started to consolidate. So I didn't actually get in. We kind of got this consolidation period here, almost a flat top around 220. That's where I got in. Pull back, the break of 220. So I got filled at 220. Was able to get this is FWBI, ride that up, add to the position up at the top, and then take some more profits here. I'm out as this starts to pull back, creates a doji. Then on the re-break of this consolidation here, I re-entered for the retest, took profits here, and then as it broke new lows here, first candle breaks a new low. Pre-market is always a good indicator just to exit. So I took the second 250 shares off there. Now that was FWBI. That was the biggest trade. That was 167 on Silo. I traded that next. So Silo got in here as we got this kind of an initial pop, then a consolidation. I waited for the confirmation. Once it broke that new high, I waited for the confirmation, a little bit of a pullback. So I got in there as it broke new highs here. I was able to get in there. So that would have been FWBI. My first entry would have been, no, Silo first entry would have been 290. I got in at 290. Took some profits, exited as it broke a low there. It moved back up, then pulled back. As we broke new highs, I got back in again, took profits up at the top, and then as it broke a new low, got out. So that's the two trades. What needs to happen to bring interest rates down? Well, let me ask you a question. Why do you think the governments and the banks are putting interest rates up? And if you think it's to tackle inflation, you're as gullible as the rest of the people that think that. It was absolutely Calvis. It was. And it's breaking out again. It broke new highs. In fact, I'm locking the small account down, guys. Well, we're over goal, 230. So let's go switch over to the main account and make some real money. Made 8,000 yesterday in the end. Still in drawdown though from last week. That's exactly what it is, Farid. It's a controlling measure. It's controlling the populace. Interest rates are shocking at the moment. And it's because, let's face it, they keep raising interest rates. Do you think that's going to have any impact on the cost of the price of bread? Do you think it's going to have any impact on the cost of the petrol or diesel at the pumps? Do you think it's going to have any impact on interest rates? Do you think it's going to have any impact on the price of electricity? No, it's not. So it's just it's a scam to keep the people in check. You can't have people being happy. You can't have the populace. But if the populace is miserable, they're easier to control. If they're happy, they're a little bit more difficult to control. So the T-triple-Qs is printing. It really is. All smoke and mirrors, Deutsch. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, and then they blame their own policies. They blame the people for their own policies. That's what it is. They blame outward influences on their own policies, and not thinking it through. I mean, they keep pushing. Like, there's a big thing in France right now about Macron trying to push through the rise in retirement ages where they can collect state pension, etc. And the simple answer to that would have been, if they'd been investing the pension money that they're collecting off every worker in the first instance and investing into an individual pension for that state worker, for that individual worker, then they wouldn't have this issue. There would be a cash-rich economy. They'd have more money than they know what to do with. But no, the socialist taxes that they take to pay, which goes straight into central coffers, and which is where they take the pension funds out of. So they don't think it through at all. There's no long-term sustainable plan for looking after the elderly in France or anywhere else. Yeah, shocking. The interest rates are shocking at the moment. I mean, it was hard enough for young people to get on the property ladder as it is, given the price of property. But now you add the interest rates on top of that. We're going to go back to the 1800s where families live together until they're like 56 and inherit their homes, because this devil homes doesn't look good to me. Well, rent goes up with the cost of the mortgage, because your landlord needs to cover the cost of his mortgage, so he puts his rent up commensurately. It's supply and demand. So the cost of living, people can't afford to live on their own. The people are getting married and staying with the parents. I do not like those devil homes at all. People can't afford to move out of the parents' homes. They move the sons will move the girlfriends in with them in the childhood bedrooms. And the daughters will move in with the boyfriends and the husbands. It's going to be more cost effective to have daughters than it is to have sons, just saying that. Right, can we get a move up and test $3? I thought we were going to get the $3 test there, which is why I got in. I thought I was going to get at least 15 cents on that. Well, there you go. You know, a lot of people are buying property to buy to let, and they're just charging enough to cover the costs. They're not actually making any long-term, short-term gains. They make long-term gains because of the capital appreciation, but then they'll get hit with capital gains tax when they sell it, if they sell it. So property is no longer the license to print money that it used to be. Certainly, the early 2000s, property was the easy money. I've got someone coming around to rent this place. Look at this place tomorrow, potentially to rent it from next month. I don't think this place will take. I'll have any problems getting this place rented out either. But in no rush. Yeah, people in the millennials and early Gen Zs, it's a hard slog trying to get your own place. Excuse me. I'm still not right, but we soldier on. Still not 100%. I certainly did flip jug. It was fun. I didn't go in hard with it because it was just wild. I took what was called out in the I think Dave called it out as a lottery punt. A lotto punt. I called it out in the Discord actually. That one, and there was another one I couldn't get an entry on towards the end of the day. I can't remember what it was now, but I couldn't get an entry on. But just very small size. So we're going to get that test of $3 yet. So I was able to make like $600 on that one. At Flip Jug, I made $670 on that one, but then I traded the Dragonfly, made 1,600 on that, 600 on ZJYL, and 1,300 on OMH. So that was a good trade to take, OMH. So all in all, it's like 8,500 yesterday. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. We need a few runners. We need to get more runners. We've been short of them for a couple of weeks. Aloha, Mando. That was kind of the bottom of power hour, about 25 past 3, or 3:25 if you're in the States. OMH. So I took a trade. Oh, it's at 3:24 is when I took a trade on that one, and I managed to get that. So that was the bottom of power hour last night. Hey Alistair, how you doing? Did you catch the early poppers there, Alistair? Such as FWBI and Silo? Hey Vols. Yeah, I got it at 220 originally. So 285 is where I got in as well. So I've just added to the position for the break of the 3/4 there. The move back up on the retest of highs. So I'm over goal on the small account. This is the first trade on the main account. There we go. Now average 280. So for the move back up to 290. Well, looks good. Well, first wave bios moving up along with first wave bio is about it really at the moment. First wave bio, Millennium Group. Yeah, so Millennium Group, first wave bio are the two big ones that have moved, the two biggest movers so far. Millennium Group's under the VWAP at the moment. If it gets back above 325, it could be of interest. But right now, first wave bio is the big one there, Jason. You're in at 279, I'm in at 280. I'm expecting this to test $3 before the bell. We've got half an hour before the bell. Trying not to talk too much, but then again, it's in my nature. I like the sound of my own voice, only can't hear my own voice because of the hustling and rasping of COVID damage. I am on Facebook right now. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, if you like Rumble. Share Vision, of course, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, streaming in the group there. It's exactly the same stream as you're watching there on the tube, so I wouldn't worry about it. Or Twitch. It's exactly the same stream as you're watching on Twitch. You know, a bit more data. I use Restream.io, which sends the same. So I've got OBS Studio, which I use for the stream. That's my streaming software. That sends it to Restream.io, and Restream then portions it up and sends it out to all the other platforms except TikTok. Because TikTok's a different format. It's a portrait format instead of landscape. So I have to do TikTok separately with the TikTok Studio. Other than that, so basically I have to set up 2 streams, and then it's pushed out to all the rest. Yeah, I'm what is the symbol for this? It's the symbol that's in front of you, Jason. FWBI, there's the clues on the screen there. FWBI, right in the middle of the chart. First wave biopharma. FWBI. This looks like a nice little flag on the 5-minute, but it could well prove to be a bit. This doesn't look like a flat bottom. Am I also on OnlyFans? I am, but I don't have any fans, so that doesn't look where the SPY is. I know it's up at 436 right now. It's the market's reacting nicely to CPI data. Not volatile reaction, but nice reaction. So I've got the TQQs. I took my crypto money and put it all in the TQQs, and it's printing. Absolutely printing. I mean, just yesterday alone, I had 15 grand on that one. That one investment. 15 grand up in a day. So I'm just holding that. That's just more of a mid-term position. The TQQs. The SPY is more of a long term. But while the tech stocks are pumping, I thought crypto. I took all the money out of crypto and I just put it all in the TQQs, just as a placeholder, really. And it's paying off. I might actually. I've got some cash as well, so I might actually put that in the QQQs as well if it keeps pumping. Next pullback on the daily. I could see how you'd make that mistake there, Flip Jug, but it's the beard and the good looks, you know. But I think he probably has more of a Mediterranean, unless you're talking about the Spanish footballer. Morning by the dip. Yeah, you get the crotch cam when I'm feeding the dog. I don't think you want to be seeing the crotch cam all the time. That's what you get on OnlyFans. So not many takers for that. I'm not a cute. Yeah, I'll be bronzed, absolutely. Well, this looks like it's breaking down, so I'm gonna give it. Minute 15 cents. I'll start unloading. Flat bottoming at the moment. That's the descending resistance it's got to get over. Well, Silo is underneath the VWAP right now. It needs to get back over $3 for me to be interested in it again. Well, the history doesn't repeat itself on the market, but it often rhymes. So we've got 25 minutes to the bell. Not particularly enamored with this flat bottom here. This looks like a narrowing wedge into a flat bottom. Typically will break downwards. This is why I've drawn that horizontal line there. It's kind of my line in the sand. 265. Dipping below it briefly. A bit. So I got the main action on this one with the small account. I thought if we're going to get some continued movement, I might be able to make some decent money on the main account. So we'll see. And this is the small account, $230 in profit so far. So we're over goal today. Goal was 175 today, so we're significantly over goal. On the small account, that is. Still a way to go on this account, but we'll see. If it can move back up and break out of this this wedge, these kind of wedges typically will break downwards, not upwards. So we'll see. Spreads are getting a bit rangy. Quite a bit of selling pressure there. This coming towards the apex here. It's gonna break down in a moment. Nice bit of bullish volume there, didn't help. It's gonna break down there. Was that the liquidity grab? That's the question. whilst that's still consolidating, a little bit of a liquidity grab there. It grabbed my liquidity, that's for sure. So the S&P 500 breaking highs, 436. Look at that. Printing money. Printing money. Triple Qs. NASDAQ percentage point up. Nvidia's up as well, breaking highs. Well, Nvidia was going to have a little bit of consolidation after the last while, but no, after earnings a couple of weeks ago, it's just, well, it's actually been sideways since then, but still up there over $400. 404.86 is the magic number for Nvidia. That makes it a $1 trillion company. I'm long on the triple Qs, Calvis. Yes, I am. All right, what else is moving? Visa. East, very low volume. Let's change the volume parameters here, shall we? And here. Man United trying to make a move back up. Really, is GME popping? I don't see that. It popped, but it's sideways now. Popped at the bottom of the last hour, and it's sideways now. So we'll see. The apes might move it after the bell. It's not a great. It's not a great amount of volume at the moment. So 820,000 shares sold today. So 800,000 shares is substantially lower than what it does on an average day. So I think GameStop's about 5 million a day normally on average in terms of volume. So 800,000 is just kind of a drop in the ocean. We've still got all day yet. The bell hasn't rang, so we've still got plenty of time yet. But all it needs is a catalyst. If the apes come in feeling bullish about that, you never know. They might pump that stock. Let's have a look at some of the other the meme stocks, the ape stocks. So AMC, is that popping? No, AMC's barcoding. That's horrible. What about maybe it's gone now. Yeah, you can't trade that. There's no volume. That's just a pop. It's doubled its price, but yeah, how you gonna trade that? IPX. Hyperion X. All right, okay, so it does have a catalyst. It's just dropped a catalyst at the top of the hour. So they're to produce titanium components for Ford. Just announced that they've won a contract with Ford to produce titanium components. Normally only does about 6,000 shares a day, so it's already 10x its relative volume. So if it gets back over $14, this might move. What's the spreads though? So actually the spreads are not bad. I mean, 90-cent range at the moment, but the spreads are only like 30 cents. Yeah, I think the spreads are rangy, kind of 20-30 cents. So just be careful with the spreads on this. Might be interesting if it moves up and gets a bit of volume, but right now it doesn't have any volume, so might look to get back into this if it proper fake outs here. This is not looking good right now. I don't mind this consolidation at the I don't mind this consolidation coming into the open. Manchester United, it's pulling back from its initial pop. GHI is still under the VWAP. C3AI breaking highs. High of day currently 38.51. Not great volume at the moment, but we'll see what happens after the bell. This went up to like $44 there a couple of weeks ago. Could be of interest. Fuel cell, just barcoding. No opportunity there at the moment. Plug power. Yeah, the range ain't great on plug power either. So, not the best. IPX pulling back from that initial pop. It's underneath the VWAP, under $11 now from its $14 high. Range is still, I mean, it's over $1 on the range, so there's opportunity with this in terms of the volatility, but don't trade big with it. If you're going to trade this, trade it small. Back over $12, it might move back up to kind of 13, 14 and test the highs. But just don't be lumping in with your account on this one, because the spreads are big and the ranges are high. So it could go against you and blow your account up if you're not careful. If you're lumping big, make sure you manage your risk accordingly. Don't jump in with like 1,000 shares or something, because straight away with 30 cents, you're $300 down with 1,000 shares before there's even been any price movement. 30 cent spreads. I'm keeping my eye on that one as well, just in case it gets a bit more volume. A bit more volume, it'll increase the liquidity in the stock, and the spreads might narrow, which should be a good thing. We're still here, still within this narrowing descending wedge. It is, Jack. It looks like it's looking that way at the moment. Things can change in a heartbeat, as you know. But look, I'm long on the T-triple-Qs, so long may that continue. We probably will see a bullish day on the back of that that CPI data, though. I've been unwell there, Jack. I was sick. I was sick as a dog last week. I'm over the worst of it now. I'm actually a lot better than I was, but I know I can still hear it on my voice. I've still got the cough, but I'm actually okay in myself other than that. And we're getting a bit of a breakout. Can we get over the $0.75 level, or is it just going to pull back? I had the old COVID last week. Well, yeah, I had it last week. Still, I guess I've still got it, if you will, but I'm not contagious anymore, I guess. I think I've already covered that off, Matt. Where I got in and out of silo. I'll show you that in later, but yeah, that's probably why probably one of the reasons you've not had it there, Jack. I am vaxxed, and I've had it twice. This is the second time I've had it. I don't know about Ballard Power. I don't even know what Ballard Power is. I'm back in at 280, which is what I was in at before. Looking for the curl up to test $3 before the open. I did say it should test $3 before the open. I didn't expect it to curl like this far back though. High of the day so far, 290. So 290 will do. $3 even better. New high, come on. You know you want to do it. There's 88. 89. That's now high of day. There's a new high of day. Can we get $3? Can we get $3? Here we go. Let's see. Take a little bit off there. Reduce the exposure. I'll add it back at 295. A few sellers at 94. Seller wall at 94. There's a couple more at 95. Trying to prevent this getting up to $3. Over 95, and this might scream up to $3. You know my thoughts on handle breaking a new low. So this is 288 is the low. There we go. New low. We've covered half of our losses from earlier. We'll get the rest on the next move. If you want to be cautious, if you want to protect your equity, you want to be disciplined, that's a good rule of thumb. You can work with it yourself and tweak it a little bit, but a good rule of thumb is that once a candle starts to make a new low, i.e. the low of the candle that's currently forming breaks below the low of the previous candle, that's a good time to get out, or at least size down, depending on what your position actually is. It will help protect your equity. We've got a little over 5 minutes to the bell. I'm expecting this will break $3 before we get to there. A little bit of a wall up at 94 though, so I'll just watch the level 2 for that seller wall thinning out, and then when you see it break, when you see it thinning out, you might get in for the break and ride it up to $3 and above. That's what I'm looking for, at least. Watch the level 2. Current high of days is 294. There's not a lot else moving, guys. CDZI just popped up. Have a quick look at that. Yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing at all. Hit the scanners, but there's just no. Got 4 minutes to, just under 4 minutes to the bell. We're looking for that increase in volume at the bell, which should get us over that gap and go wise. It should be enough to get us over the seller wall if we get bullish action with it. Yeah, Oracle jumping on the AI bandwagon last night on their earnings call. Of course, the price pumped. It's not. It's hard to. There's nothing. There's no shares to borrow with my broker, so you'd have to locate them. But it's not easy. It's not easy to borrow. It's hard to borrow. You have to pay locates to get shares on First Wave. I'll tell you what's annoying is I registered with the local authorities as self-employed, and the amount of crap that I'm getting through off them now at training events and, you know, all these different kind of things of Enterprise Island events and all, I'm not interested. That's not the kind of self-employed I am. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button. If you've not done it already, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. I'm streaming through adversity at the moment. I'm still not fully well. I've had the COVID over the back end of last week. I was laid up in bed the last 2 days of last week, and it wasn't great over the weekend. So, you know, have some sympathy. Smash that thumbs up button. I'm being a trooper. I'm being a stalwart or a martyr just for you guys. So make sure you tap the screen a whole bunch of times if you're watching on TikTok. In fact, just do a drum solo for me on your screen like that. Do that like that on your screen. Do a whole drum solo and get that like count up. It's really good for the algorithm. It basically shows that it's an engaged stream, and hit the like count if you're watching on Rumble or ShareVision or wherever. Yeah, it just helps me out. It basically tells the algorithm that this is an engaged stream, and that more people will probably enjoy it. So recommend it to more people. I'll just change the scanners over. I'm looking for that curl back up towards $3 here. Break of higher day now is what we're looking for. Pre-market high. Next month there, Jack. Middle of next month. Makes no sense. Right. IPX. A bit of volume in IPX could be of interest. MGA, HA could be of interest. What else is moving right now? PBLA. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting some movement. I'm gonna break that pre-market high. Ooh, rejected again, but we got above it. $3. It tested $3. Here we go. Let's get over $3. Come on, you know you want to. You threw that wick up there without going up there, so come on. Somebody give the market a kick. First wave bio, you know you want to be $3 and above. Oh, that's a horrible wick. Yeah, don't think so. Somehow. We're 11 cents on the ATR, so I'm in at what, 93. We're at 20 cents down at the minute. Okay, so this opening range low is not quite broke that support level there, 265. It's looking like it might do. I'm just going to put my stop there, just under that level. Millennium Group moving up, 340s. $2.99.99. You're just making me into a liar. You heard me go on record as saying this is going over $3, and you just stopped at like a fraction of a cent underneath. $2.9999. So we're talking about fractions of a cent. Yeah, it faked everybody out there when it broke the pre-market high. Yeah, so Millennium Group got over 340, was rejected there, pulling back a little bit. Excuse me. I'm just waiting for this to see if it'll retest that $3. Looking a bit weak at the moment, but hey, look, I've seen stranger things happen. Yeah, Millennium Group just pulled all the way back to $3 as well. So we've got IPX there at 1144. That's Alibaba breaking highs. If we can get over 285, I think we'll move back up, because that should create a golden cross on the. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. You promised me $3. I promised the viewers $3. Let's do it. Let's do it now. I'm going green on the trade. No. Let's not do it. Let's not double top. Let's not be silly about this. And absolutely 100% Neath. 2 halts already on IPX. 2 halts, not just one. Can't have 2 halts when it's 7 minutes in. How'd you get 2 halts when it's a minimum of a 5-minute halt at a time? Now this is breaking down now. Right, there's my stop. Yeah, if it halted in the first minute, oh yeah, so I suppose so. I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one. Does not compute. Yeah, I get that. First minute halt and then 5 minutes later resumes into another halt. Yeah, fair enough. Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite volatile, that one. Maybe I should take $50 off this if it goes back up towards 295. Or risk $2.5 grand to make $50. How's that? So risk versus reward. Hey. I've got my stop in place there. I can watch that on the other screen. Let's have a look at this. So this should resume in about a minute, just over a minute, 2 minutes time. So I've got a 12:50 resumption as well. So I've got a resumption up here at 12:50. New high on the SPY, breaking the pre-market highs. Looking at the S&P 500 up there, about to test the pre-market highs. It's a bullish, nice bullish day. My triple Qs aren't printing. I thought they would be. We'll see. Plenty time. Everything's pumping except crypto. Well, crypto's in a hole at the moment and needs a hell of a lot to come out in the wash. Let's have a look at this. Is it going to resume at the top of this minute? We've got 15 seconds, 10 seconds to go before the resumption here. This could be of interest. Do I trade S&D? S&D? Okay, so this is going to be a 10-minute halt, it looks like. As we're getting back up to where I need this to be. Are you going to break $3 for us this time for me? No. $3. We're looking for $3. Come on, it's not that difficult. It's proving that it is, I guess. 87. 94 this time, which was the pre-market high, and we had that seller wall at 94 if you recall, pre-market. And get back over $3. If we can get over $3, I'll be happy enough. Let's retest it. Let's try again. All right. 92. It's a bit of a lot of. Well, I've not been up to $3 yet there, Harrison. So it's 94. I've seen seller wall at 94 that we got over. So we just need some bullish momentum with this. $94 was pre-market resistance, hard pre-market resistance. All right, okay, so support and resistance. So it's supply and demand, support and resistance, same thing. Supply and demand zones are just support and resistance. It's people coming out with new definitions of the old terminology. trying to make themselves look clever and write new books saying I've got a new philosophy and a new strategy, all based on supply and demand zones. And you're like, supply and demand zones? What's that? It's support and resistance, guys. So yeah, if you're a technical trader, if you trade technicals, which most traders do, it's probably 90% technical rather than fundamentals. So if you trade technicals, then supply and demand zones, support and resistance, yin and yang, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing. You're looking for areas of support, areas of resistance, yeah. But without stating the obvious, this is either going to break up for me or it's going to break down for me. Semantics, absolutely, that's exactly what it is. You say potato and I'll say potato. Who calls it a potato? Nobody calls it a potato. Tomato, yeah, I get that, but potato, nobody calls it a potato. Stupid song. Cole Porter. I actually don't mind this pattern there. Get back up and test 294, 295. I think we'll break through it this time. Still got that wall at $3 though. I'm watching IPX on the other screen as well. Getting a bit tired up here. All these upwicks are looking a bit shady. A lot of upwicks. Do you know what? I'm just going to take half the position off, reduce the exposure. Take the hit. It breaks $3. I'll get that back. $0.10 on the average true range. So do you know what? I'm just going to put a nice 10-cent stop in here. Move it up to 280. Anything below 280 and I'm out. $282. I've had enough of this one. My equity's tied up. So we've got a resumption on IPX. Over 14 could be of interest. Spreads on this are quite wide, so just be careful with the spreads. We're looking at like 20, 30 cents on the spreads. Range is huge though. Range is 95 cents. Next halt level is 14.30. Current high of day is the same as the pre-market high, which is $14. Well, it's $13.99, but you get the drift. Lego, Dutch company. Not got great volume. Yeah, well, I'll switch over to the small account even though it's locked. It looks better. Oh, 230. We're over goal so far. I'm not seeing anything jumping out just yet. We're going to test. We're going to break over $14. $14.44 is still the halt to the upside, $11.82 to the downside. So this is a risky stock to trade if you're thinking of trading it. 30-cent spreads, 95-cent range. It's finding, you know, finding its place around that $13, give or take 50 cents. Yeah, this is a much difficult one to trade, guys. So you can't go in with big size on this one if you are trading. If you're thinking of trading it, just be very careful with it. Extremely volatile. Lego though, breaking out. That's IPX is where the volatility is. Yeah, well, you know, exactly. You've got to be cautious. Manage your risk. Don't be taking trades on all setups. I know this just isn't a good setup right now, so I wouldn't even trade that. It's interesting, but right. How are we getting on here? Moving back up after a double bottom. We're looking for 290 to start off with. A little bit bigger this time, because I think 295 might be a bit too much if we get rejected at the top end. So I'll look for 290. Let's get 7 cents. Very choppy though, that guys. Very choppy. I mean, the wicks up and down, a sign of indifference. $0.08 range. Not getting it. Yeah, well, FWBI doesn't look like it's going to break a new high of day. It's struggling. We've got this 2. Absolutely, Calvus. Just be patient. You keep telling yourself that. The setups will come. You don't need to rush it. Setups will come. No point just taking a trade because you're bored. Boredom trades are very rarely a boredom trade's profitable. Says me. King of boredom trades. Yeah, Millennium Group pulling way back now. MGIH. Right, there it is. There's the break, Calvus. 14.29 now. There you go. Into a halt. 14.29. Looking at resuming at 14.50, so that doesn't look like a big gap up to me. But we'll see. Volume's not coming in on this one. That's the problem. When I got in, the volume was increasing. That's why I got in. I thought, oh look, we're getting an increase in volume, bullish action, move up. But then it just kind of petered out. So we'll see. Yeah, the problem is the volatility halt was there to stop it from making progress. Yeah, that's it. It's just, here we go. We might get a breakout here. Might not. Yeah, ish. 1350. If you're looking at it on a 2-minute, 1350 is a good entry there on IPX. This is so choppy. I don't even know why I've took this trade. I really don't. I figured we were getting the move back up off a double bottom, and I should have waited for the double bottom to complete, but look, it is what it is. It's just so messy. The wicks on the higher time frames as well. It's just so choppy. The action on this is horrible. The resumption on the montage vault, if you're testing a dash trader, you'll see the imbalance. Where it says halted, you'll see it's got imbalance, and then it will have an @ sign, and it gives you the resumption price. Yeah, where the text says, where it says trading pause, but it also gives you the imbalance, it gives you the numbers there, the imbalance, and then it says an @ and then the actual expected. It's not the actual resumption price because they don't know that until it resumes, but the expected resumption price, because it does change during the halts occasionally. On resumption, you've got get your hotkeys ready to execute your stop loss straight away. That's what I would say. Is that if you're in a halt and haven't got your stop loss, then make sure you've got your hotkeys ready upon resumption, just to get it executed straight away. I don't even know why I'm trading this right now. $89, 88, 89. Come on, looking for 90 on the bid. That's all I'm looking for. $89 on the ask. I'm rejected again. This is so choppy, this action. It'd be nice if it does and gets me to that $3 I've been preaching about all morning. Yes, Giant, I do. I use Benzinga for the signals and alerts. If you're looking for a service that's like one of these Discords or whatchamacallit, signals, WhatsApp or Telegram groups, don't bother. They're just going to take your money, and you might get, if you're lucky, half of them will be good signals. So I wouldn't bother with any of those paid services. You're better off getting a real service like a Trade Ideas or a Benzinga and making your own decisions. Fix is up there at 466. I've not got a trailing stop on this one at the moment, Willy Wonka. Not got a stop in place at all. I'm actually watching. My stop really here, what I'm watching is the support level of 265, 266. So I've got that dotted line that it's been hard support since pre-market. It's tapped it, what, 4 times now? So that's kind of my hard support level there. IPX resumed up to $17, pulling back now to 15. Yeah. Nice one, lovely. Good for you. It's not great relative volume, to be honest, Ballard. Nice one, Calvis. Any greens? Any green is good green. If you get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. That's what I always say. It's what we've done on the small account today, a $230 day against a $175 target. I think if it gets back over $16.50, you probably get $18. That's my take on IPX. How can you learn from me, Giant? Very simple. Just go into my link tree in my profile and click on the link there. Until I hit, it's a 500 to 15k. So until I build that account to 15k, that's what I'm doing. That's when the challenge is done, Dan. So it's been a lot more difficult than I originally thought it was going to be. But we've only been doing it a little over a month. We started at the beginning of May. We're halfway through June, so it's like what, not even 6 weeks really. The small account challenge, and we've almost quadrupled the initial position. So we've got $230 today on top of the 1746 that we started with. So we're not far off $2,000 off of $500. So it's like we're 4x'd. 400% or 300% gain on the position in a little over a month. That's not bad. In fact, that's good. Yeah, that's going to break down under $15. It's got a little gap to fill to a kind of 1430, 1440. I don't like this. I don't like this action. I'm only like $4 down, 4 cents down on the ask, so I don't really want to come out. Oh, guys, by the way, I've moved away from Teachable in terms of the day trading course. If you're on the Teachable platform, you'll be able to continue working with that until your subscription expires. But I've moved away from Teachable. I'm now on Thinkific. So they approached me, and I like the platform. So you can check that out in the description, or in my link tree, which is in the bio, or the little line that's up there, the little web address that's up there, link tree web address. So 7 minutes past 10. And we're hovering around 280 on this. And it's ruining my day. Yeah, halted to the downside. IPX 1450. I did say it would try and fill that gap. I wasn't wrong. But you called it, Calvis, with the flat bottom wedge. Sending wedge into a flat bottom typically breaks downwards more often than not. And this one's just choppy as hell. Horrible, horrible. Let's see where we're going with this now. Yeah, well, it's a narrowing pennant, I guess. You've got the descending, lower highs, higher lows. It's kind of not. It's not really exhibiting a particular pattern. It's just choppy. I'm trying to find a pattern in amongst all the chop, but there just really isn't any. It's not a great. No, I've missed a whole bunch of opportunities today by holding, having my equity tied up in this. What's the thought process on FWBI growing up? It's right now. It's just consolidating. It's sideways consolidation. And I say, for people that have taken the course, I do say you don't buy into consolidation and don't hold through consolidation, because one of the things that you're risking is exposure. The longer you're in there is the longer you're exposed. This is now down at the previous support level, which is kind of my line in the sand. There you go. Third, fourth, fifth, whatever number of times of doing that. I'll leave that there. Yeah, momentum, gap and go is great. It's gap and go is fantastic. Trading pre-market momentum and then gap and go at the open is great. But as we have probably for 12 months now, we've been struggling for gap and go movers. You need another string to your bow, and momentum trading is primarily what I do. False. Have you got the have you got the dash trader configs out of the Discord, buddy? My dash trader configs. It'll help you out with the hotkeys and the hot buttons and everything else. There we go. It stopped me out. Okay, I can move on now. Choppy chop that was, so I can move on. I can look at IPX, see if I can make some money on that. This was 10:06, so we're 6 minutes into a 10-minute halt. 10:16, 10:17 really. What else is moving? Not a lot. Yeah, Umbrella Therapeutics, I don't like it. Oh, look at that. That's why I set my stop at that support level. Look at that. Once I got out, vomit. All the way down to 250. Or 240 even. So, yeah, that's why I set my stop there. It's a confirmed support, so as soon as it broke that, it was going to below the VWAP and everything else. So, yeah. There's some volatility in the market, though, which is good. The S&P 500 is pulling back a little bit. Well, Forex is a mug's game, in my opinion. Giant. And you can learn in a month, but you're not going to be profitable in a month. And I'll caveat that straight away. Anybody who thinks they can, look, I'm happy to mentor people and teach them what I know, but it's up to you to take that on board and practice. You're not going to be profitable in a month. You can learn pretty much everything inside 2 or 3 weeks that I teach. That's not a problem. But then executing against that is a completely different story. You're not going to be profitable in a month. I guarantee that. So the best thing to do is learn. For example, if you take my course and learn from me, join the Discord and get mentorship and things like that. It'll cut your learning time down, but it's not going to make you profitable. That's down to your discipline. It's down to you being able to execute against the strategy, and you're going to have losing days. You're going to have losing trades. You're going to have losing weeks. That's not going to change now or ever. Even the most profitable traders have losing streaks. I'm on one at the moment. I had a nice green day yesterday off the back of 3 consecutive losing days. So I'm still in drawdown. I'm currently in a losing month. June is a red month for me. It's the first one I've had since May of last year. And actually, May wasn't technically a red month. I made like 11k gross, but after fees and charges, it was red. You're gonna have moments where that's the case. So yes, can you learn in a month? You can learn, but you're not going to be profitable in a month. You need to get it on pattern. My advice is practice in a simulator till you've got it in pattern, then start small, trade small. The biggest mistake, and I wouldn't say most new traders make, the biggest mistake all new traders make is going in too big, trading too large for their account, and that's why they blow up their account. Is that if you're risking your account on a single trade, you're trading too large. Simple as. You should be risking 1-2%, maximum 3% of your account on any single trade. It's emotional there, Giant, because you're trading too big. Simple. I think when you have a good green day, you've got to recognise, was it luck or was it or was it part of the strategy that gave you that? You know, that's the right thing to do. Lock in the green, get to goal, lock it down. And being aggressive isn't for everybody. Consistency is absolutely probably the most important thing. Finding consistency is the most important thing. YOLO with a tight stop or trailing stop. Yeah, well, you keep practicing there, Tom, you know. Let's have a look at Derm. Seems to be breaking the $2 barrier. Yeah, but no volume. Big lots. Up quite a bit today. Not great volume though. IPX has got work. IPX is where there's a lot of volatility for sure. Needs more volume for me. Spreads are quite rangy, anywhere from kind of 8 cents to 38 cents. So just be careful with the spreads as well. I tell you what, OEL, the problem with that is it messes with your risk reward. Kind of scaling in and out, but it does help you be profitable. That's a big thing. It's a big thing for profitability. If you have your goals, once you get to an unrealized green, you can take it a little bit off, lock a little bit of green in, and then you move your stop up to break even. It makes such a big difference. Instead of going in with an immovable trade plan. A lot of people say have a trade plan and stick to it, but yeah, you need to have some compromise there. Have a trade plan and stick to it to the large part, but I would say caveat that be taking profits. Nobody goes broke taking profits. Always be taking profits. I'll claim for people taking 50% off of their unrealized. I'll claim the benefit of that. Cheers. That's one of my tricks. Everything's pulling back a bit, except for Stitch Fix. The problem with doing that with a small account is the commissions stack up. Yeah, right now I think I'm not far off doing that myself. So we've hit a bit of a lull in the market. Seems to be hitting the scanners now. Journey Medical Corporation, but there's no volume on it. This did go up to 280 pre-market. There's no volume on it. Net Power. Again, this is new. This is an IPO last week. Not looking at. Yeah, nothing there. Hang. Ooh. Range on this 6 cents, man. I'm not really into that. T3AI not doing very much. Oracle pulling back at the open, selling off hard actually. Broke the pre-market lows. couple of really good days, and then earnings yesterday, and it's selling off now. Well, I think I'll take a quick bio break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. IPX looking to make a little bit of a move now. $16 rejected at. Over $16 could be interesting. Needs some good volume. Any chance I might get filled? Anyone else having problems getting filled? There we go. What did I eventually get filled at? 1587. It's a very volatile, very rangy stock, so trying to go in bigger to make big money on this is just ridiculous. 82-cent average true range. Looking at 20 cents, 20 to 30 cents on the spreads. Move back up, maybe scale into it, but well, the range you've got the spreads covered, which is why trading high volatile stocks that are rangy with big spreads, you've got to make sure that the range covers the spreads, otherwise you're onto a loser straight away. But if the range covers at least 2x, at least, ideally 3x or better. So if your spreads are 30, you want a 30 cents, you want a 90-cent range. So at least kind of 3x or better, 2x or better, and 3x or more ideally. But if the spreads don't cover the range by at least 2x, it's too risky. Or the range doesn't cover the spreads. You know what I'm on about. You know what I mean. You know what? I might buy $15. I might buy them. Well, I just got in for the break of $16. As it hit $16, I pressed the buy key. Didn't get filled, but that worked out in my favour. So. Here we go. Now we've got to wait for if that's going to fill me or not. This the problem with low liquid stocks is, yeah, trying to get fills. Now let's see, do we get the move up over back over 16? The low on the 5 minute is 1473. So that's pretty much my cutoff is the $0.75 level. Oh, am I moving up? Can we get $22? I don't know why I said that. It'd be good if we did. Well, that's what I thought there at Calvus. I took 1,000 shares at the break of 16, but it got rejected, so there we go. Keep going. $17.12 the halt. Click a little bit off, lock a little bit in. Click back. $17.60 the halt level. I don't want to see a double top either. I want to see it back over 17. 17.50. Over $18 will be absolutely majestic, but we'll see. Got potential. 17.88 the halt level to the upside. Need to get over 17 first. Halt level now 17.88 to the upside. 14.63 to the downside. Got to be a bit more cautious just because of the volatility of this. So we've got some in there. I'll leave that in there. The 50-cent trailing stop there, which is probably too tight given that we're on a 99-cent average true range. but that will take me green on the day. And I'm going to see if I can skip, because it was right close to the halt level. Oh, what just happened there? Spreads got knocked me out. All right, okay. Okay. Right, okay. So how much am I up? 1,200. So I'm going to take another 1,000 shares. $18. I want to go too big. Pull back to 17, I can add. And 12. Ouch. 1880 is the halt level now. Upcoming CPI index, Gallant. I think you're a little bit late. CPI was out at 8:30 a.m. market time. You missed that boat. $19.19 the halt level now. So can we get over $19 on this? What between the spreads right now? Looking for the break of 1850. Current high of day 1857. I'm looking for the break of 1850 on the bid. $19.39 the halt level to the upside. Low of 17.56 on the 5-minute. And 25-cent spreads at the minute, 25 to 30 cents. I'm at 18.30. That's my average cost. Yeah, the spreads. You've got to watch for the spreads. You've got to factor that into your risk, and the range, of course. Ah, that hurt. I should have had the stop in place sooner. It's okay. If it gets back up, I'll go back in. So it's like a bride's nightgown, this. Up and down. $17.50. This is a very volatile stock, which is great. The volatility is what we look for. We want volatility, but we want predictability with the volatility. No volatility, there's no range to profit from, but this one is the range is narrowing. The spread's still about 25 cents ish, give or take. I'm not too keen on this pattern either. I'll give it a go. Move back up. 17. Absolutely, Calvus. Lock in the green. Get green, stay green. That's what I should have done. Oh, I'm not trading top. That's my lie in the sand. I'm giving it $1. I can't really give it much less. I mean, when you've got a 85 cent ATR and as much as a 30 cent currently. 95, but as much as a 30 cent spread, got to give it $1 as a risk. Question is this going to break new highs today, or is it 1868 is the high, is the halt level to the upside? So I don't think a break of highs is a realistic expectation at the moment. High of day 1857, the halt level at 1868. I suppose it's possible, but I don't think so. Very surprised. I think we're probably on the back end of the move now. And that was a big red candle on the 5 minute. I should have got out at 1750. Cost me a lot less. I'll still be green. What did I get out at? 16, yeah. Cost me two grand. Yeah, it's like just over 2 grand that last exit. Anything else moving? This seems to be the main one today. IPX. Well, we're green on the small account. Yeah, absolutely, Calvis. The thing is, when you're trading volatile stocks like IPX, and there's a whole bunch of them, you know very well it could go south in an instant. If it goes well for you, you lock it in and then you start sizing down. But you know very well it could go south in an instant. Very, very quickly. It's testing 17 again. Yeah, it looks like it's done. Well, they're stopped out. So we're kind of back to where we on the 5 minute. Yeah, I would say so. Harrison. Go back to where we were before. So we were 4.5K down. We lost 600, an extra $600 after being in the green slightly. So like, we're getting there. No worries, Tom. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll carry on streaming for another 15 minutes till the top of the hour. She's outside on the balcony anyway, so I don't have to worry about her for now. Yeah, sometimes it's not good. If you stick to your plan, you've got to you've got to have a plan for each stock. So the high on that one is 1680 on the 5 minute. Well, anybody see anything else moving right now? See quite a lot selling. Yeah, no, that's actually a good point there, Calvis, because DAS is a direct, I mean, it's the acronym DAS is Direct Access Software. So it's a direct to market platform. So to get comparable execution speeds and data feeds, you're looking at DAS, Sterling Trader, TC2000, Lightspeed. Probably Lightspeed is one of the Bloomberg itself. If you go for a proprietary platform with the likes of Capital, with CMEG, or TWS with Interactive, or TOS with Ameritrade. It's a proprietary platform and it's not direct market access. They route your orders through a third party and the data is always lagging. So that's one of the reasons why DAS is and other comparable direct market access platforms are better than trading on a proprietary platform, in my opinion. Just the meanderings of a fat bloke on the internet. The data will ultimately be the same. It's just the speed of execution and the speed of the data. Yeah, so the volume's just dried up now. So not done by a long shot today. I think there's definitely opportunity today. It's just waiting for that right opportunity. Potential breakout here. Mark it in for the $0.50. Get over 17. Add to the position. Key level there, 17, 16.98. Spreads have narrowed quite considerably. I'm using smart routing. Ooh, am I getting too big for my boots here? Possibly. Over 17, there we go. 17.50, there we go. Take the bid with you. Take half. I will take half if I get filled. Bloody hell, I didn't think I was going to get filled. I want it to hold over 17 now. A retest of higher day would be fantastic. I'll go for that all day long. Just going to stir step this stock from here on in. Leave it where it is for now. It's current, I don't know about previous resistance, it's current resistance. So 1720s, 1725, $0.25 is where we're at right now. Got stopped out. Okay. It's a little bit back. It's $2 grand. $2,000 back on that move, that breakout. I was actually trading too big for this account then. This is not like the account size I had before. $18.61 the whole level. I'm kind of worried about head and shoulders actually. Shoulder 1, head, possible shoulder 2. It's pretty much right at that same shoulder level. So it needs to break above that, retest the highs, otherwise you get potential head and shoulders there that I'm a little bit wary of. Yeah, doing market orders, John. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, on a stock with ranges this and the spreads, market order every time, marketing in every time. Normally, I prefer doing limit orders, but when I was doing the limit orders, I was just not getting filled. It was taking too long to get filled, so at least with the market order, you're getting filled almost instantly. You might not get the best fill, you might not get the best price, but even with market orders, you might not get filled straight away. Below 1650, I think this is done. It's too head and shoulders for me below 1650. There we go. I was marketing the exits with stops there, Calvis, but I was using limit orders earlier, but it was just taking too long to get filled. So the last couple of entries have been were market orders. $17.50 and above. Go again. Let's see. Man United coming back up to retest the VWAP. Look at PBLI. Yeah, there's no volume in it. No volume in it. I'm seeing these on the scanners, but there's no volume in them. It's just not, they're not tradable with this kind of level of volume or lack of. That's a bit better, but still not great. We're 3K down. It's pulling all the way back down to towards kind of $16.25, $16. Maybe get a bounce on the VWAP, but this, like I said, head and shoulders. This very head and shouldersy. There's one shoulder. There's your head. There's another shoulder. The shoulder level's pretty much at the same level. So if it bounces on the VWAP, we might get a VWAP bounce, but the likelihood is this will break below $16 and then sell off. Maybe retest $14, which is the pre-market high, before bouncing. I don't know. We'll see. If it breaks below the VWAP, I would look for a sell off to 14. It's not a nice chart at all. No, it's kind of it's looking quite bearish at the moment. Across multiple time frames, it's looking bearish. Yeah, if I hadn't taken that trade here, I would have been quids in. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Greed gets the better of most of us, to be fair. Yeah, well, it swings and roundabouts, Lisa. I mean, pre-market was worthwhile. I managed to get $230 on the small account, trading FWBI and Silo pre-market, and then gave that back, and then some in the main session. So on the main account. Okay, man. This last week's not been good for my trading. Good day yesterday, to be fair. All last week, well, I only traded 3 days last week. All 3 of them were red. So it's not great to be then walking away today with a red day. So I'm adamant that that's not going to happen. I'll be patient. I'll wait for the setup, but don't want a red day today. Hey, look, it's the day's still young. It's only 11 o'clock market time. In which case, I've been doing this for a couple of hours now, so I think I'll wrap it up. I'll continue trading this. I'm not going to mention the W word, or she'll be waiting to go. But I'm going to wrap it up. I'll be back at it again tomorrow, guys. Same place, same time, as always. An hour before the market opens. And today's pre-market session was all about the small account. We got over goal. Today's goal on the small account was $175. We've got 230, so nice, good, solid green day on the small account. And on the main account, we're currently 3K down. It's a red day at the moment, but that could all change in a heartbeat. We've seen how quickly it changed. I was 5K up on this ticker not too long ago. So yeah, it looks to me like this is going to break downwards, but I'll be wrong. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I will see you again tomorrow, guys. So take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will do a trade recap later. I'm not too exhausted.